Hello friends, in this video I am going to talk about Hill cipher. Hill cipher is a type of polyalphabetic cipher. So you might have remembered from my last videos that polyalphabetic cipher means that one plaintext alphabet can be encrypted to different ciphertext alphabet. For example, A can be encrypted to S also, A can be encrypted to Z also. That depends on the keys and those things. But in a single word or single ciphertext, A can be encrypted to many ciphertext alphabets. Okay. In the case of monoalphabetic cipher, A can be encrypted to single ciphertext alphabet only. Let's say A was encrypting to T. So wherever T comes in the plain text, that will encrypt it to only T in the ciphertext. So that's the difference between monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic ciphertext. Now in case of Hill cipher, the we have to take a key and that key should be a square matrix. So let's say my key is K, which is a square matrix of dimension m cross m. Okay. So in a square matrix, number of rows and numbers of columns are same. So dimension is m cross m, where m is the number of rows also and m is the number of columns also. Now encryption in Hill cipher is defined as if X is my plain text, then encryption is I have to make my plain text in form of a matrix of 1 cross m, and then I have to multiply with the key m cross m. So this is my plain text and this is my key, and I have to take mod 26 of this. So this is encryption. So I can write it as x into k mod 26, right? So let's say this is my y ciphertext. Now if you want to decrypt y, so if you are decrypting y, you should get this x back because this is a plain text. So decryption is defined as y into k inverse mod 26. If we put y equal to x into k, it will I will get x into k inverse mod 26, right? Because y is x into k. Here we got this, right? So k into k inverse, you know that if you multiply a matrix by its inverse, you will get an identity matrix. And if you multiply a matrix with an identity matrix, you will get the same matrix. Okay. So I will get my x back after decryption. So here we are using k inverse. So I will tell you how to find this k inverse. So formula for finding k inverse is 1 upon determinant of k into adjoint of k. Okay. So adjoint of k is equal to, you have to find a matrix of cofactor of each element of k, cofactor, and you have to take transpose of that matrix. That will give you adjoint of a matrix. Let's see this with the help of example to how to find a k inverse. So let's say I'm taking a key value k is equal to 11, 8 and 3, 7. Okay, 11, sorry, 11, 8, 3, 7. Okay, this is my matrix k. Now first of all I have to find determinant of k, and you have to make sure that determinant should not be equal to 0, because if you are getting determinant and 0, so 1 by 0 you can't determine. So mod of k should not be equal to 0. So finding determinant, what you have to do is 11 into 7 minus 8 into 3 mod 26. Everything we have to take mod 26 because it's in the encryption and decryption. Okay, so everything should be in mod 26 only. So this will give you 77 minus 24 mod 26. So this is equal to 53 mod 26, right? So 53 mod 26 is 1. So determinant of k is 1. Now if you get a value which is not 1, let's say if you get a value 5, then you will have to find mod k inverse, because this equation k inverse is equal to mod k inverse into adjoint of k. Okay, so you have to find k inverse. You can't divide it. You have to find inverse of determinant of k and then multiply it with the adjoint of k. So we have already seen how to find it, inverse of determinant of inverse of a multiplicative inverse of a number in the previous videos. So I'm not going deep into that. Now here we got determinant of k as 1. Now let's find the adjoint of a. So okay, that's fine. Now let's start here. So my k is 11837, so I will find adjoint of k. Okay, so for finding adjoint of k, you have to find the cofactors of each element of k and then take a transpose of it in mod 26. Okay, so for 11 the cofactor is 7, for 8 cofactor is -3, for 3 cofactor is -8, and for 7 cofactor is 11. Okay, so if you are taking 2 by 2 matrix, you have to take just the opposite uh, factors, and you have to take symbol as plus minus minus plus, something like that. Okay, in a 3 by 3 matrix the symbols are different. I will give example of 3 by 3 in the next video. So for 2 matrix it's like that, and if you take transpose of that, you will get 7 minus 8 minus 3 11 mod 26. This I can write as 7 18 minus 8 plus 26 is 18, minus 3 plus 26 is 23, and 11. So this is my adjoint of k. For finding adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix, there is a simple method, that if you have to find adjoint of a, b, c and d, let me write down adjoint of this, you can simply write it as, just exchange this a and d, so this will become d, this will become a, and put a negative symbol at c and b. It will be minus c and minus b. Here we can see that 11 and 7 has been exchanged, so it's 7 11, and a negative symbol, so it was 3 and 8, it became minus 3 and minus 8. Sorry. So this is the way of finding adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now I will find k inverse. So k inverse is 1 upon mod k into adjoint of k, right? This is my k inverse. Sorry, adjoint of k. So since determinant of k is 1, so 1 inverse will be always 1. So it's simply equal to adjoint of k, which is 7, 18, 23 and 11. So we found the k inverse. Now let's see how to encrypt and decrypt. So here 2 by 2 matrix is there, so I will take a 4 alphabet plain text and I will show you how to encrypt and decrypt. So this was my k inverse. Let me write down k also. So my k was 11, 8, 3 and 7. This is K inverse and this is K. We will use both in encryption and decryption. So for encryption, I am taking a plain text. Let's say plain text is July. Okay. So my X is equal to JULY. Okay. So value for J is 9. Value for U is 20. Value for L is 11 and value for Y is 24. Okay. So since my K is 2 by 2, so I have to take a plain text of 1 by 2. Right? I have already explained that in the starting of this video. So I will break this into x1, where x1 is equal to 9 and 20. Okay. Now I will encrypt x1. So let's say y1 is equal to encryption of x1, and encryption of x1 is x1 into k mod 20. Right? So x1 is 9, 20, and my k is 11, 8, 3 and 7, and I have to take mod 26. Now you know how to do a matrix multiplication. So matrix multiplication is row into first column, then row into second column. Okay. So this way you have to do matrix multiplication. So 9 into 11 plus 20 into 3. Right. This is my first element of this matrix, and second element will be 9 into 8, first row into second column, plus 20 into 7. Okay. Mod 26. If you solve it, it is 99 plus 20 to 3 is 60. This is 72 plus 140. Mod 26. Now you can solve it by adding both the numbers and then taking mod of that number. But there is some other method which I am going to show you. You can use that method also. You don't have to get a big number to solve it. You can just apply mod 26 here itself. So 26 into 3 is 78. So this will become 21 plus 26 into 60 is 26 into 2 is 52. So 60 minus 52 is 8. So you can solve like this also on each and every element. Similarly, you can say that 26 into 3 is 78. So 72 minus 78 is minus 6, plus 26 into 5 is 130. So 140 minus 130 is 10, mod 26. So here you will get 21 plus 8 is 29. 29 minus 26 is 3, and 10 minus 6 is 4, mod 26. Right? So the alphabet which you are getting is 3 is for D and 4 is for E. Okay. So my plain text was J and U. Right? So J got encrypted to D and E got encrypted to E. I hope you understand this. I will show you the second part also, how to encrypt. That will make you understand more better. So I'm encrypting the second part. So for second part, my x2 is L and Y, right? So L and Y can be written as 11 and 24. For encryption of x2, I will do x2 into K mod 26, right? So this I can write as 11, 24 into K. So K is 11, 8, 3 and 7. If you multiply this, you will get 121 plus 72 and 88 plus 24 into 7 is 168. Mod 26. You have to write this mod 26 everywhere, don't miss it. Okay, so I can write this 121 as 26 into 4 is 104, so it will be 21 minus 4 17, and 26 into 3 is 78, so 72 minus 78 is minus 6. You can use any method to solve it. Either you can take positive number or you can take negative number, it's up to you. Similarly, 26 into 3 is 78, so I can write this 88 as 10, and here see, 26 into 5 is 130, so 168 minus 130 is 38. Again you can subtract 26 from it, so you will get 12. It's up to your practice, how much you practice it, you will be comfortable with in solving this type of equation, how to take modulus. It completely depends on how much you have practiced it. So 17 minus 6 is 11, and 10 plus 12 is 22. Okay, so I got my ciphertext as 11 is L and 22 is W. So I will get L and W. So my plain text here was L and Y. So L encrypted to L itself and Y encrypted to W. So this July completely encrypted to DELW. So this was the encryption. Now I will show you how to decrypt this. So for decryption we need that K inverse, because decryption is Y into K inverse, right? So my K inverse value here we got a 7, 18, 23, 11. I will write everything down. Okay. So K inverse is 7, 18, 23, 11. Okay. Y1 was 3, 4 from here, and Y2 was 11, 22. Okay, you can convert this also. So D is 3, E is 4. So I'm taking 3, 4 in Y1. Then L is 11, W is 22. So Y2 is 22. Now for decrypting this, we know the formula is given as, let's first decrypt the Y1. So Y1 will give me X1 back, right? I will choose X1. This is equal to decryption of Y1, and decryption of Y1 means Y1 into K inverse mod 26, right? Sorry. So Y1 is 3, 4, and K inverse is 7, 18, 23, and 11. Okay, so I can write this as 7 into 3 is 21 plus 23 into 4 is 92, and 18 into 3 is 54 plus 44, 11 into 4 mod 26, mod 26. So now you can write this as 21 can be written as minus 5, and 26 into 3 is 78. So 92 minus 78 is 14, right? Now 54 can be written as 2, because 26 into 2 is 52. 54 minus 52 is 2, plus 44 minus 26 is 18. Okay, so here I will get 14 minus 5 is 9, and 18 plus 2 is 20. So I can show you that when we took July, so July J was 9 and U was 20, so X1 was 920. Sorry. So I am getting that back here, 920. Okay. Now I will show you the decryption of Y2. Okay. So X2 is equal to decryption of Y2 is equal to Y2 into K inverse mod 26. So this can be written as Y2 is 11 and 22 and K inverse is 7, 18, 23 and 11, right? So I can write this as 77 plus 23 into 18 is 22 into 23 is 506, and this can be written as 18 into 11 is 198 plus 22 into 11 is 232 mod 26 mod 26. Okay, so 77 can be written as minus 1 because 26 into 3 is 78, plus if you solve this 506 you will get a value of 12. Let me show you how I am solving it. So what I'm doing is I'm subtracting first multiples of 26 from this 506. So 26 into 10 is 260, or you can say 26 into 20 is 520, right? So 520, if you subtract 520 from 506, you will get minus 14. So minus 14 plus 26 is 12. So you can use any method to solve it. It's up to you, completely up to you. Now for 198 I can do is 26 into 5 is 130. So 198 minus 130 is 68, and 26 into 3 is 78. So 68 minus 78 is minus 10. So I can write it as minus 10. If you find mod 232 mod 26, you will get it as minus 2. Okay. So here I got 11 and 10 and 2 is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 26 is 14. So 11 and 40 is the value which I got for x2. Let's see if y2 was 11 and 14 or not. I think I did some mistake. Let me check again. It should be 11 and 24. So this is minus 10 and 232 is if we take 260, so 232 minus. Yeah, so I found the mistake. I done the mistake in multiplying 22 into 11. It's not 232, it should be 242. Okay, so let me do this. So it's 242. So if you take modulus of 242, it's minus, not minus, it's positive 8. Okay, so this will become minus 2, which is 24. Okay, so this was the x2 which we initially gave in this example. Ly, this was 11 and 24, my x2. Okay, x2 is 11 and 24 here, and this is what we got back, 11 24. So we got back our L and Y. So this is how we use Hill cipher for encryption and decryption. I will make another video on Hill cipher for 3x3 matrix. So let's see you in next video. This is all for now. Good day.